So, um, this is bad news time because we got AI and they're building these technologies that think for themselves and they're going to think for themselves and eventually say these kind of people are bad for society, okay? And then that's going to cause problems. Not only that, they're going to get the digital currency going. So you got the AI digital currency going, super soldiers, famine of the word, and Jacob's trouble, and then the mark of the beast is going to be trying to get put on you. So this is the second book of Esdras, chapter 15. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, that speak against thee. So we're going to get a couple of scriptures that we recommend you get. And first one, so Revelation 5 and 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals. So, there's prophecies going to happen, and they're all going to be coming to pass. But the thing is, when those prophecies come to pass, I already told you about it. We already told you about it. I mean, my teachers told me to tell you about it. So we're going to tell you. But here's the deal. Some people won't believe. And, that's also written in the scripture. So right here, what flew out of there, it flew out for a reason. So right here, this is second Ezra. The notes I took is about the Roman Empire. So we'll get into that. So I'm looking for Romans. So let's see, Romans 3 and 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Because God spoke that it's going to happen. Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, told Ezra a long time ago, uh, and it even gives you, and if you go into the Apocrypha, it even gives you names of kings. Now, the names of kings are important because the Bible also gives you the names of kings, and the Apocrypha is part of the Bible. So it's telling you about the kings of the earth, okay? But still, like, what if some people don't believe? Not everybody believes. When we have meetings, I test the teacher, the directors, my boss, and she'll be saying stuff like, we got to be sensitive about people's needs. And then I'll say, well, this lady at that place treated me like dookie and made me feel bad about myself. And then you know what she'll say? She'll say like, well, maybe they're just having a bad day. And then I say stuff like, well, she made me have a bad day. But they never care about what a man says. Never care about what a man says. They'll be like, well, you're a man, you better get over it. See how these people treat us? Romans 3 and 4. bid, yeah, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou might mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So it says we're gonna be judged, right? People judge us all the time. They'll look at me coming out here and just feel me. That's okay though. So well, what did I just say? What if some don't believe? What if some people don't believe? Is that important to you? Should it matter to you? You shouldn't stress yourself out trying to convince people, but do tell them because you got to warn them. If a car came and was trying to hit me, would you say something to me? Like, there's a car, get out of the way, right? If I was walking down the street with you and we seen $100 bill, would you say, hey, look, there's $100 bill, right? So you have to say something because Second Ezra 15:4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So faith, what is faith? Faith is the stuff that, substance of things believed but not seen. And you can look that up in Hebrews 11:11. So, let's do that. So while I'm going back between books and books and books and books, you have to have an idea in your head. Maybe this guy's not giving me his opinion. He's telling me what he's finding out. So this is what faith is. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's exactly what I said, right? So some people have it in their heart, some people don't have it in their heart, but everybody has it. Everybody has a chance to see. So second book of Ezra 15:5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Now that's your God talking. That's your God talking. He sent an angel to tell Ezra what he's gonna do. What is he gonna do? He's not here to play patty cake with you. He's here to fuck things up. And if you're any kind of brother in the truth and you read the Bible so many times, you should already know that you're thinking about Isaiah 47. So we're going to go into that. And this is actually pretty fun for me because look at all these people are like, this guy, he's out here. That's good for me. That's good for business. When people hate me, that makes me feel great. Because people don't fucking say to me, oh, you're a good guy. You're doing a good job. All right, so I'll be a bad guy. I'll do a good job, but nobody says nothing to me. And when you want my help, I'll treat you mean and I'll be bad to you. How about that one? I'll say, man, I ain't trying to help no. And I do say that. I say, man, I ain't trying to help no motherfucking body. Like if a lady asks me to help her at work, I will not. You want to know why? Because she was waiting for someone to come by that's a man to ask her. That's how these ladies operate. But guess what? I got. This is how you brothers handle it. If you don't want to do it, you say, well, there's an injury that I don't want to disclose to you, which I am having to go to physical therapy, and I'm just trying to take care of myself, so I can't help it. See? Instead of, bitch, get your funky ass out of here. I ain't trying to help you, huh? There's a difference. So when I say stuff at work and I don't get the answers I want, I still listen to what they said, and I break it down eventually. So I'll say, okay, they think I'm just full of shit. They'll say, oh, it's just your attitude. So let's see, let me begin. Second book of Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So first I'm going to get Matthew 24 and 7. Oh man, this is a good one. See, that guy showing respect. He could blast this fucking. You can hear it supercharged. It's turbo, but he could have blasted it. That's, hope he wins all his races. You know, he doesn't know that I put a blessing on him. But that was pretty respectful. Now, but wait till he gets out there. What's he going to do? He's going to blast his charger. It's Saturday. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation. Didn't the Lord say he was going to bring war? He said he's going to bring war. And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You heard? All those are the beginning of sorrows. Someone's going to get fucked up. Someone's going to get fucked up, and the way they're going to get fucked up is amazing. Think about this. You know, I'm going to do a little talking right now. Think about this. When you see a person that's having a bad day, and they're just having a bad day, and everybody's treating them like shit, do you think they're going to, you know, be okay with it? They're going to snap one day? They're probably going to buy a gun, go to the shooting range, learn how to shoot, make a list of people. And I'm not saying anything new. You watch documentaries, and this is how these fucking killers do it. The fucking the bomber, the Unabomber. I was watching a documentary on him, and basically he felt like they were taking away his rights and mistreating him, so people had to die. He wasn't picking people at random. He was picking people that were against God and the Bible. So when you think about it like this. You see someone having a bad day, that's God telling you that he is in control and he's making that person do bad things. Anybody that has a, I'm going to say, fake courage and goes around shooting people at random, you know, you think they're brave? I think they're sick in the head. And we just had an active shooter training, so these things are fresh in my mind. So wouldn't it be nice to say, okay, this person is being possessed by a demon right now, and that's the way the Lord's going to judge them right now. Okay, let's see. Let's get into Isaiah. Verse 45 and 7. Okay, look it. I'm going to read from 45 and 5. I am the Lord, but He is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun